Dick 'em up. Howdy, y'all. Aegis Rick here, back with some more DFO. And in this video, guys, we're going to be going through the event dungeon, which I think is really awesome. I want to show off everything that this is because this is a DFOG exclusive area. They made all of this. There's like a storyline to it. There's a lot of NPCs here, and I want to go over everything this place has to offer because I think it's one of the coolest events that we've had in a long time. Now, I haven't been able to capitalize as much as most people have. I was at F1 Championship when they released it. Sadly, I didn't get to abuse this as much because there's a lot of cool things. But we'll quickly go over this area. So obviously this place is called Hilltown. At first I want to go over all the NPCs. They all obviously have something to do. Sheriff Bravestar. Enemy bullets will find a way to miss you. A lot of people doing a lot of Western things, obviously. We got Django here, and really you could tell what this is. You know, got reskin of the little kid. I think we've seen that little kid before, I feel like. Got that guy, NPC. We've got this Kiri fake. She's got nothing to say. She's just a shop disassembler. Now, this is the event region. They got event currency. And right now, they are... Obviously, the event items right now are Wild Romanticist accessory box. And these things are nice because I've gotten a lot of sheriff badges. And you can basically get a full sheriff set. A Wild Romanticist set. Dusky set. You can get a full one. I'm talking armor, accessories, sub-equipment, and the weapon. All 11 pieces of that. And you can get it just for this event item. It's not like the best set. Most people want to get Gracia, but I'm just saying it's like a free set you can give to one of your alts. Good idea right now. I know some people are getting it for their Paladin because they know Paladin is, you know, Paladin and Dragon Knight coming pretty soon. I might give this to my Dragon Knight, or you know, play maybe a character that is harder to farm. So anyway, we're getting a set of that. We are getting some elemental damage beads, so we can get up to 12 for all 4 elements. And I believe 10 for all elemental damage too. So those are really nice. These can get pretty expensive, and I'm pretty sure even if you got all the Wild Romanticist stuff, you're gonna be able to get a surplus of the sheriff badges. So you can do that, and Kiri, or I guess Belle the Madam over here, is selling that. Now we got this guy who looks seriously like Varrock. I think it's just Varrock, but his name is Brown here. What's up with that? Thank you for accompanying me. But we'll maybe figure that out as we go through here. Now, they all have these like special things. This one right here, this is the 3rd week that this event has been going on, and I kind of waited until now because there's been, every week they've unlocked like a new chapter of the story, because there's a specific story here, which is pretty dope. But we'll play the mini games before we get into the actual meat and potatoes where we actually get the sheriff badges. First was Into the Fire, 410 to Arden, and Please Stop Wyatt, which are 3 like chapters of the event dungeon, which is over here. So there you go, Into the Fire, whatever. But before we do that, we're gonna go play the events. There's a reason for this, because you know this area has a lot of different events right now. First is the Rodeo event, and obviously you play the shepherd boy and you just ride this rodeo bull. Now I just mentioned for the first couple of weeks this event was impossible to get the score of 16, which is what they want you to get all prizes. And we've succeeded. Now we just have to stay a little bit longer just for that record. But once you get past 16, you get the maximum prizes. Let me tell you, the first couple weeks, you could never get 16. You had to be really lucky. This 3rd week, they've kind of nerfed the difficulty of this, so I knew I could just do this no matter what, guaranteed, unless I'm really not paying attention like I am right now. But yeah, you pay a couple of bullets. I'm not sure what the price is, but you play a currency called bullets. I'll go ahead and lose right there. And you get bullets in dungeon right now. They're dropping 50 a day. You can see at the top I've gotten 12 already. But you can get 50 a day from optimal level dungeons. So all you got to do is just play a character. What I've been doing is I've been playing Ekon to get all my bullets because they drop off. Oh shit! You say failed. So I only got the 2nd prize, which is scrubby. But you kind of get the idea right there, guys. And these have powerful energies. Good strat is to give them to a character who actually needs them, because those are untradeable. The other event going on right now, this guy has a lottery event, which my board is not as filled, but we have to do the event dungeon to get entries to this. And so we'll come back to them at the very end. This guy right here, he's been pretty tough lately. I was doing pretty good at first, but basically you use your bullets again more actively this time. We're going to be shooting some barrels. But you'll see what this is all about in a second here. Let me just try to... okay. The thing about it is they don't give you a lot of time, and you cannot press the wrong button. There you go. I missed one. Because you only get 6 shots, obviously. And so You got, oh shit, so I missed the first like 2 there already, so yeah, I mean, you can't miss, you don't get a lot of time, right? They give you 3 seconds. Oh shit, no. And you want to do it fast, but if your fingers are like not in the right place, you're gonna fucking miss all of them. Alright, we got it. So there we go. Quick events like that, and we're getting some pretty good prizes. The Rodeo boy, he gives you all these amplifiers. This guy actually gives you reinforcers, and so I like opening those. 2 there, 1 there. And sometimes you might get a ticket to get an instant pass. Very rarely. I've gotten 1 so far. But he's also, I believe, in, say, the lottery, we're getting like protection tickets and stuff like that, which was used to obviously try to enhance my gear past the cap. And I had a +12 savior, and now obviously I try to go for it and I failed. So hopefully using the free reinforcers they've been giving us, I can get back up. But it's, if you've ever enhanced a weapon to +12, especially one of these epics, ooh, it's expensive and it's heart-wrenching. I think I've spent like 90 mil and all of the freebies they've been giving us, which is more than like 50 of these. But anyway, aside from that, guys, like I said, we'll come back and do the lottery. It's just a little bonus stuff. Make sure to pick up your quest from Sheriff Bravestar. These 3 right here, because we get extra sheriff badges, and we're gonna go ahead and jump into the story. There is like a chronological story. Like I said, in the first week we had in the Fire, it was only 1. 410 Arden released a week after that, and then finally we have access to the train chase. Now you can do any of these any number of times. Maybe you like one more than the other, but remember your daily quests are revolving around all 3. It's getting worse out there. Hurry, we need to move. Like, wait, what's getting worse? Wait, Varrock! It's dangerous to go alone. Why is he in such a hurry? This is not the Varrock I know. And we jump into this kind of unique, again, I say unique to DFOG dungeon right now. What is this shit, man? So this is the like homage. They love doing this. DFO loves doing this. You see this a lot. I've seen references to other 2D beat 'em ups, such as the spiral staircase in the power station. There's a spiral staircase in the special dungeon of the power station, and that is basically a direct homage to Dungeons and Dragons Shadow over Mystara, or Chronicles of Mystara. So I have a gameplay of that. So I actually have gameplay of a couple homages that they've had on my channel, my Magniser channel, which I think is kind of cool. Maybe that's where DFO's getting their references from or something like that. But no, these are big games. That makes sense that they're giving homage, especially to this genre. And there we go. So I took some 30 damage just because I was too busy talking, and I killed a civilian when I threw the grenade. But anyway, like I was saying, this is a straight homage to Wild Guns. Wild Guns is a Super Nintendo game which had very similar graphics to what you see in DFO, and it's a straight homage. This is how the gameplay is in that game. You basically move the reticle and your character at the same time, which is very jarring for some people who haven't played the game. I actually didn't own the game either, so you know, it just took a little bit of getting used to. I know of the game, but some people are jarred by the sheer fact that when you go to move, if you know, sometimes you want to point the reticles, sometimes you want to move your guy. It's kind of hard to control both at the same time. You just have to remember, pro tip, if you want to shoot, or if you want to move the reticle, which most of the time you do without moving, just keep shooting, right? Shooting is what keeps your character in place so you can move the reticle. And I'm getting hit with these bombs here. Now, you get 2 options to different moves. You get an iframe roll. So if you're about to get hit with like a grenade here, you could just boosh, dodge out of the way. You can jump in the air. And then finally, you get a sandstorm attack, which is like room-wide. I used it on the guys earlier, but it's like a room-wide AoE. So there we go, guys. We got a pretty high score, too. And, you know, this is the only stage this is like that. So if you don't like the controls, there you go. There's I mean, you kind of have to do it, really. The daily is for 10 extra sheriff badges. So hopefully by now you guys are good at that. But like I said, if you want to move the reticle without moving Varrock, then you just have to hold the gun down, right? So just get used to doing that. I believe also in the 3rd week they have increased the reticle speed and the Varrock move speed. I could be wrong about that because I've been doing it for the past only 2 weeks, but it definitely feels that way. It's kind of like they've been adjusting the events. Like I said earlier with the Rodeo event that they nerfed, they've been adjusting the events as this event has been going on, and it's been for the better, right? Into the Fire was, I saw people complaining about it the first day, like, I can't beat this shit, it's too hard. And now it's like, you know, I don't think that it's very legitimate. But guys, we're going to go ahead to the next chapter, which is a completely different, much simpler, much more generic kind of event. Wyatt, this is the end. This is for all my fellow sheriffs. I will mount you on the gallows where you belong. Damn, Wyatt looks pretty badass right there. Ha! Your friends died a vain death indeed. Damn, talking that shit. He's pretty big though. I like how they incorporated the female male gunner there. It's awfully too quiet. I'm starting to get anxious. Hurry! The enemies will not give up. They will come at us harder and harder. Stay alert. And the enemies are coming out. Watch out. Enemies, attack incoming. Let's go. We need to bring Wyatt to the train one time? Fuck, I missed it. Oh, this is why you have like different takes. But anyway, this is a lot more straightforward dungeon. Not a lot I got to talk about here. I don't think it's one of the more generic dungeons. Basically, you've just got to get to the end. He's the guy running the show, so when he gets to the end, it moves to the next map. You've just got to, like, it's a moving defense mission. I guess the thing of note is these guys are optimal level, so they will still drop bullets for you. They'll drop other event items. We have another event. You just got to watch out for that asshole who I'll allow myself to get grabbed, but he will pull you to the end of the map. It's the only thing you've got to watch out for, and he was about to do it there. Especially when you're really strong. Some of these guys, I mean, if you're not one-shotting everybody, it might take you a little bit longer, but what happens if these guys start attacking is they'll hit the guy on the horse carriage, and it'll push him back slightly. He also has a health amount, which determines how many sheriff badges you get at the end of the dungeon. If I allow myself to get grabbed, which he obviously goes through super armor, like I said, he just pulls you to the end, and you could have your carriage comboed because of it. So this is one of those dungeons that, you know, it's, if you're really strong, you kind of make short work of it, and it's kind of not very fun, honestly. We have stronger guys, obviously. This guy will get grabbed again. This guy will shoot more sporadically, has a little bit more HP, that kind of stuff. So they are reusing some of the assets, which is pretty cool. These are all enemies that you usually find in Arden battle. Yeah, Arden is a dungeon that still exists in regular DFO, not just the extra region. So you fight almost all the same enemies that are here. You fight like these cowboy guys, and I think Rifle Max right there, or Rifle, they're reusing his sprite, and then you fight a couple other guys that actually are in the Arden dungeon. So that's in Bonhoeffer, which is like level 70 or 60 something. So, and even Sharpshooter McGee or whatever right there, the little goblin, they're reusing him. So all the Western characters are reusing. Nice that they're really taking this dungeon like very seriously. Also, like you don't see a lot of like joke characters in here. They're all Western. They're all going off this theme, and it's pretty cool. I really like it now. That's all that is. It's a transport carriage. Took a lot longer because he was getting comboed, but usually takes about a couple minutes. And we transported him to the train, so Wyatt is successfully transported. And here we go. That's the second part. So, you know, it's a very shallow story for now, and we've cleared that, and we've also cleared the first one. Very shallow storage. We're gonna go ahead and jump into the last stage, guys, which is probably the most interesting, and the reason why I really wanted to make this video, because this is the finale. What happens? Oh shit, they got new images too. They're playing the same music, which I think is hilarious. But guys, I mean, I don't have to explain myself. Just listen to the music, look at the gameplay. You guys, does it remind you of anything? Now, nowadays, most of you guys don't remember what speedboats were, but for those of you guys who have played it, you know what that's all about. You know what all of that's about. This is a much harder version right now because at some point, obviously, halfway through, they just stop showing you where the targets are. So you just have to, like, know, you know. It's get pretty difficult, obviously. I wouldn't say you have to memorize it, but I'm hitting a lot of these shit. Alright, come on. I'm hitting them like a ton. I don't want to die here. I beat it yesterday just fine. Okay, we got it. Whew. I hit too many of them. But yeah, like I said, it's a harder speedboats and not the same scripted ones that you know from the speedboats dungeon. But guys, we're on top of the train, baby. Look at the background too. We have a showdown. We got to take out Wyatt, man. They're trying to bust him out of here, and they've completely, by the way, overran this train. This is unbelievable. How could they have even gotten, like, was this train completely just Wyatt guys? How the fuck are this many guys on there? Now, it's doing the same thing as the other Bonhoeffer train dungeon, where if you step on top of these vents that are in the way, more enemies will come out, so. You see, so we got to try to avoid it. Now we bust open the train, and we're going under. Still got those cowboys and stuff following us outside in the windows. Pigpen. I think this is an homage to Metal Slug, but I could be wrong. Which the same thing happened. In fact, I'll show you when it happens. It's in Metal Slug 2, and I'll show you when it happens. I swear that's an homage, where all you got to do is break the door. There's just pigs, and there's no enemies there. And I have it in a gameplay on my Magnus Rick channel, so I'll show that one off. That one's a pretty cool homage. And guys, we're fighting Wyatt. Let's do it. And he only takes one hit because he's hella weak. What?
Roundup! But it was canceled! We never saw if you made it! Well, then let's find out together!
Oh, he died! Well, that was anticlimactic. I forgot about that, yo. Okay. Yeah, my fingers are not in the right place for that first one. Okay. Oh, man. God dang it. Varrock, no! Thank you. The West Peace will be peaceful again. And that, guys, is the conclusion. I cannot believe I forgot that. Look at that guy. I cannot believe I fucked that up because I knew it was coming, man. I was just like, I didn't have my fingers in the right spot. But, yeah, they have a finale cutscene right there. Brown gets in there, and he tries to take out Wyatt with his combination shot. And he doesn't make it. And we end up killing the bad guy. I don't know if that's scripted, always happened. Because, again, I keep failing the actual cutscene, but this guy's name is not Varrock. We keep thinking this is Varrock. This guy's name is Brown. This guy's actual name is Brown, and he kind of looks like that. And who is Varrock though? That we came into this region thinking that this was Varrock the whole time, but that was Brown. Who was Varrock though? I don't know if you guys noticed. Rodeo boy. Wait, what? Your friend looks so great. What friend? Oh, my little knight guy. Oh, thanks, Varrock. See, he knows that little knight is the best pet. So if you guys, I didn't bring attention to it, but if you guys see, this guy's name is Varrock. Little cowboy kid. Little rodeo boy is Varrock. And this old guy is Brown, because you remember at the beginning, wait, Varrock, it's dangerous to go alone. What a twist. So I guess spoiler alert if you guys have been not keeping up to date with the Western story. I kind of figured I would read this maybe one time just because I know this is an exclusive region, but that's the history of Varrock, guys. He looked up to this cowboy named Brown and took a liking to his appearance after he sadly got wiped out by Wyatt in the showdown. But, you know, we took care of Wyatt too. So, anyway, guys, that is the Hilltown portal, or the Hilltown zone, the event dungeon. We'll finish off again, like I said, in the lottery. When you do 3 of the dungeons in the special dungeon region, you get access to a couple of these. So, not getting very lucky. I still have a lot of, well, yeah, got extra chance. That's fine. That being said, guys, that is the region. This is kind of also coinciding with the fact that we do, yes, have a package. I'm not going to sell out here and tell you, oh, buy a package. But right now we're doing the Wild West Sheriff packages, and you can make your characters look just like any of the characters here. So hopefully you find one that you like. I might actually get one for night here since I got paid. I got paid for F1, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get me a sheriff costume because this one looks cool. So there you go. There's my sellout portion of the stream. But if you guys want to look pretty cool and look like you're in a Western costume, here you go. That's how they look like, and I think they look pretty dang cool. Wait, where's the hair? There we go, the hair. And that's the nice thing about these avatar sets. Maybe you don't wear the whole set, but you really like one piece of it. You like the hair, you like the pants, and that's kind of what mix and matching it does. That's what Dress Up Fighter Online is. Just kind of plugging that in, because trust me, I've been there before. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. There was a little bit of Hilltop Zone. Hilltop Zone. What is this, Sonic now? Hilltown Zone, Hilltown Portal. Hopefully it was interesting to you guys, and hopefully you guys have been doing it, because there's a lot of cool stuff, and I think it's worthwhile to do it, because like I said, DFOG exclusive, you haven't seen this shit in any other region of the game, which is always nice to look at stuff like that. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you cowboys later.